Yes, it is time for another edition of Film Room, presented by Hyperice from the Star in Frisco, breaking down film with a Super Bowl champion. When else can you get to do that? Isaiah Stanback, Kyle Yeomans with you here from DallasCowboys.com, taking a look back to the win over the Indianapolis Colts. 54-19 was that final score, and now they've got a chance to repeat some of that success against the Houston Texans. We're going to take a look at the ground game. Dalvin Cook, Saquon Barkley, and now Jonathan Taylor, a murderer's row of running backs, all held under 100 yards, and they did so by utilizing the inside of that defense. Where did things go right for the Cowboys this week?
Well, up front, Kyle, you just talked about it. We just faced all the monsters in the league. When you talk about some of the best running backs, we have faced them. And Dallas had an issue, right? They had two back-to-back games of giving up over 200 yards. Since then, they've only given up an average of 89 yards per game, and we're about to show you why. They went out and got a man named who? Jonathan Hankins. All right, and that dude is having a complete monstrosity of an effect up front. Now, you guys are going to see it here. I want to establish the line of scrimmage, okay? The line of scrimmage is right here about the 11-yard line, all right? Where you're going to see him have an impact is all the way back here. This tackle is going to be made back yonder, which means that is a loss of 4 yards. Watch what he does to this offensive lineman right here. Oh my goodness. He throws his man all the way in the back of the club, drives him back 4 yards off the line of scrimmage. They constrict things outside. You see Big Armstrong right there. Let's go ahead and look at it from another view. I want you guys to see this up close and personal. Here he is right here, okay? Big Jonathan Hankins, he has his eyes on this center. He's gonna drive this guy back. What else are you gonna see? You're gonna see Armstrong really constrict things here, okay? Watkins is gonna do a good job of tracking the running back. Hankins is gonna create some disruption back here. And then you're gonna see Micah Parsons doing what he does in terms of constricting things here. Let's go ahead and watch it play out. Boom, right there. Initiation happens. This man is now off his rocker. Okay, he's driving things back. What did I just say about Armstrong? Armstrong is now squeezing, right? Micah Parsons is squeezing. Right here, Big Hankins is squeezing. He's fitting him up, and now all of a sudden you have a loss of 4 yards against one of the best running backs in the game. This is what they did against Indianapolis. This is what they did against Minnesota. This is what they're going to continue to do against the Texans if they keep playing like this.
You got to get multiple hats on the ball. You love that if you're a defensive coordinator, a defensive coach, seeing so many of your guys on that unit swarming to the football. However, it takes aggression to get there, and sometimes aggression can get you in trouble. Why is that something that the Cowboys have to keep their eyes on as they move further down the schedule?
Well, you're starting to see Dallas play a lot more man coverage, right? Sure. You're starting to see a lot of the old Dan Quinn from back in the day when he was with Seattle, okay? The front seven's getting after it. Secondary is playing man-to-man coverage. And when you do that, okay, you're able to play man outside, okay? You see that right here, okay? And you have a single high safety over the top. Now, what typically it gives you an advantage to do is now to rush your guys on the inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys potentially, okay, if you want to. But what they're starting to do here is what we call a zone blitz. So you got all your guys coming, all right? You got Van Der Esch coming off the ball. You got your safeties coming, okay? And then you're trying to drop your defensive end out into coverage, okay? They're trying to kind of disguise what they're doing here. But what it is, what these guys are so overly aggressive, teams can't pass the ball because your pass rush is too dominant. They can't run the ball because they got Big Jonathan Hankins. And now teams are gonna start doing exactly what you're about to see here, which is screens. Go ahead and play it through. When you see our defensive front, boom, pause right there. Look how many guys we have in the backfield, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why? Because everybody wants to make the play, right? We just talked about how Armstrong was able to drop out here in the coverage, okay? But now look at the number game that the Colts have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 against how many of our guys? Well, there's only 2 guys out here. You got Armstrong, and then you got your cornerback right here. All right, and we go all the way to the second level. You have another guy, all right, as well. Right here, play it out. Boom, gets the ball. Bow, crack back, bow, crack back, block here, and now he has an opportunity to get down the field. That's what we have to be aware of as teams start to realize their fate. When you got the big boys up front stopping the run, and you realize that pass rush is absolutely dominant, the only way they're going to be able to create yardage is by slowing you down. Throw a couple screens in there.
It's almost like an extension of the run game, just moving where you're having that action forward because everybody leaves their defender and then gets upfield as a blocker. It turned Dorrance Armstrong, who was back in coverage, having to step up and make a play in run defense. Now, this is a team in Houston that's going to challenge you in run defense, whether it's on the outside of the hash marks or inside it as well. And the big reason for that is that guy right there, Dameon Pierce, a rookie out of Florida, already up over 800 yards, most by a rookie running back this season. He's been phenomenal. What makes him successful?
Listen up. This dude right here, Dameon Pierce, right, he is a complete dog. You already mentioned he has over 860 yards rushing this year, and he has, 5 games left? He's going to hit 1,000 yards, okay? We just don't need him to have that against the Dallas Cowboys. But I'm going to go ahead and step on a ledge and say this, Kyle. The most physically imposing running back we faced all year long. There's another guy that we have to face coming up, okay?
Yeah, there's Derrick Henry.
All right, Derrick Henry. But as to date, this guy is physical, and I want you guys to see exactly how they're creating opportunities for him. All right, so you're going to see these tackles. These tackles are going to pull and hit at the first contact that's coming. All right, then you got the guard. He's going to work his way up. Okay, you're going to see the center crack down. Okay, he's going to work his way down as well. He's going to combo block this, work up to the second level. Okay, and then you have this on the kick out. What does that leave? All right, now all of a sudden you have the running back who has an opportunity to now get up on your safety. When he gets up on your safety or your cornerback out here, that is not what you want because this dude is physical. Let's go ahead and watch how this plays out. Here goes the pulls, okay, pause it right there. You see the kick out, boom. We got our guy coming here. He's going to take out the defensive end. This tackle's going to work his way up. The tight end is coming and sealing that off. So now you have a clear ravine right here, okay, for him to be able to run and get up on your safety. That is not the view that safety wants. Watch how physical this guy is. How many tackles does he break? 1 tackle he breaks, okay? Arm's not gonna do it. Get off me, you're too small, you're a cornerback, you're a safety, you better wrap me up. That's 3 guys. Should I run out of bounds? No, I'm gonna give you something as well. This guy does not want to go out of bounds. This guy wants to impose his will with his physicality. You better bring more than just your arms. You better bring more than just your shoulder pads. You're going to need the whole team to wrangle this guy up. That's the only thing they have going for them offensively.
And remember this number 31. Going into this week, he has broken 31 tackles this season, 3 on that play alone, if you really want to get into it. Talk about a physical, imposing back. He's had more broken tackles than Derrick Henry and the rest of the NFL. 31 broken tackles for Dameon Pierce. He's going to be a problem coming up on Sunday. He's Isaiah Stanback. I'm Kyle Yeomans. You're a little bit smarter because you had a film room with Isaiah presented by HyperX.